Now it's on. Now I got to go through the whole thing again. Oh my God. That's funny. Haha. Funny. Hey, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the art fella found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. It doesn't matter. Why? Because I messed up the first intro, so I'm back with a gift box of gift records. I'm going to start over. I got a giant box of a surprise box of gift records. It's a surprise. It's not a surprise that it's in a box because it was mailed to me. What's in the box is a surprise from the amazing David Fair, the creator, originator of Big Baby. And I'll put a link down underneath. Big Baby. He's been in the studio before for one of the few original Manic Mark interviews given down here in the bunker system. And he plays music, and his brother plays music, and everybody in the world knows who they are that knows anything. Half Japanese, okay. So he sent me these records, and I can't believe it. It's an amazing, thoughtful gift. And he's got two of the books too. He bought two of the books, and I sent them the original, the redo of the first book, the second, so he can read it and go, oh yeah, that's a lot better. He compare and contrast the writing style. And what else is going on? My friend John's daughter got a 4-year art scholarship to Xavier. I can hardly believe it. Because when I was going, I got to tell the story. When I was going to high school, they had like the statewide contest, okay, and so I think all of us entered it. Of course, I didn't win anything, but the point is, we went on a field trip. The art class went on a field trip to see the exhibit, which was in the state capitol somewhere. It's been a long time, so don't expect me to remember all the details. But I went there and I can remember, my impression was that I can remember walking around like with my mouth hanging down like, oh my God, look at this stuff. This is amazing. Okay? But the clue is that maybe you should consider doing something else with your life. Now I don't want to say that because like what I'm doing now I'm very happy with. I think it's exciting and edgy and everything. And I'm happy to live with that fantasy in my head. So the point is, I should have stopped, but I'm glad I didn't stop because now I don't care, and the stuff that I'm drawing and putting down on paper makes me feel good, and I like the way it looks, and I think it's interesting. So does that help anybody going to school? Where was I? Oh, the point is that she entered, I think, the same competition, and entered 5 pieces, and 3 of them got like a gold star, and 2 of them got like a silver star, something way up there. And then she gets this 4-year scholarship, and it's just unbelievable. Okay, so my other point is that art, and probably somebody will like jump all over me. And anyway, I just said why you should not stop. But I'm going to say this about, and anything can happen. That was the other thing. That's what I always say. Anything can happen. But never mind. Don't even go. You're supposed to do records. Okay, and then I wanted to give like a shout out to the artist Stephen Chandler because his daughter was picked. And this is also like so amazing, you know, to know somebody who's so fortunate to have a daughter that's just talented, picked by Yahoo as one of the 25 most talented young emerging female songwriters in the whole darn country. That's incredible, okay, and that's it. I just got to go into the records now. I'm going to pull out the knife here, the flippy knife. I was just going to say, what are you doing? That's incredible. Not much. Yes, the second book. Thanks to everybody that ordered the second book, and the third book's finished. Right? It's too, and I have to do that. I have to put. There's so many thank yous. The nice fellow that edited the book said, sure, you could say who I am. So it's Greg, way off the trail down here, and a link. I'll put a link to his blog. He takes amazing photographs. That's the thing. A link to his blog or a link to the YouTube, whatever I can figure out when I'm doing, putting this all together down there. There's someone else I needed to thank too, and now I can't remember what the hell. Oh, this is talking about the books and the third book. So he's got to edit that, which is great. And the third book is it's bigger than the second book, smaller than, or bigger than the first book, smaller than the second book. 300 pages thereabouts. Probably when it's finished, including oh no, it's going to be more. Oh, yes, with the artwork in it. 26. I had to figure out a way to kind of not keep the number of color plates down to about 27 with the cover. Still about as many color pages as the first book, right? Okay, but it's like a pretty cool story. Done if I go ahead and write those up. But anyway, let's open up the gifty package. So that's the other thing I want to talk about. Like sometimes I get gift records and it's like, oh, I've got that one. But when I get them upstairs, frequently I realize that the cover's different. Like it's a mono, I have the stereo, or it's a stereo and I have the mono version, or there's more than one cover, or the record company did something like put a sticker on it or something, you know, a little bit different. And this is Stereo Spectrum. I don't have this in this with this little thing on top. So. And it's a wonderful cheesecake cover, and this one's really clean because it's got the shrink still on it, which I usually rip off. Which I will rip off, because I probably would have scanned this one and after the block. Well, but there's a story behind this. There's a cool story behind this record, in that the guy who made the album, and you know, back when this was made, studio techniques were it was rudimentary. Let's say they didn't have like 22 tracks and all that stuff. It was back before. Anyway, but one guy made he played all the instruments on the album. One guy, and somehow, does it say on the back how he did it? But, this is a wonderful cover. I don't have this one, and I don't even know who this is. Oh, wow! This is. This is a great cover. I do believe I have one or two records by the Merck family, or at least one, but I don't have this one. Oh my God, that's like I don't even know what to say about the Go-Go Boots. It's a gospel music family. Okay, there's another wonderful cover. I'm going to tear this off so I make a reflection in the video. That's a terrific cover too, right there. I can't go into what the sound is. It's not like from around here, but you know, I don't know the general tone of the sound. Here's another another gospel album, but it's like, oh my, he was going to go to art school and he couldn't make it, or maybe he did. Or they got the guy from the fairgrounds to kind of, like, you look like you can draw. Why don't you? I usually play the piano. You can come over. It'd be a freelance job, and we'll print it on our album cover. Kilts, right? That's another great cover. And oh, there's an accordion, and you just know,
When I stand with God, no raging storms can ever shake me. When I stand with Him, the cares of life can't ever break me. Oh, when I'm crying, He dries my tears, and when I'm frightened, He hides my fears. All my sorrow disappears when I stand with Him. Oh, when I stand with Jesus, I will not fear the raging tide. There'll be no lonely days of sadness,
Final Flight. It's the spaceship cover of Final Flight, and it's about like flying into hell or something to get. And oh, this is really cool, because I was just looking at this on eBay and I thought, I don't have this one, and here it is in the box. Milford in Baltimore, Maryland. It's not. There's a Milford, Ohio, just down the road from us. Now here's a band fabric album I've never seen. And I know my friend John's going to like this because it's the monkey. He likes the monkey. The White Sisters. Every cover is pretty darn white. I don't have this one. I've got another one. I don't have this one. So it's the White Sisters. And the music's very white too. It's all very white. Anyway, well, there's another good one. I don't know who this is. It's Love Sounds. I don't think that little boy should be on the cover. If they're going to be, it's like one of those records where the man and the woman are doing it, and there's like all this grunting and groaning, and you wonder why. Why a record? It's just grunting and groaning. Show me the glory. There's another unusual cover. Ooh, it's a Crusade. This is very interesting. The color on the artwork, the printing could be 5-color. It's very bright. It's sort of stunning. It's another super cover. It's a Bad Habits cover of people sitting around. Oh my God! There's at least 10 songs on each side. German. Hey, on top of everything else, it's Lois Lane and Clark Kent. Original piece of art by David Fair. And I don't know if he has I should check to see if he's got a link to his artwork somewhere online. I don't know if he does. But that's a cutout. It looked like they're probably going to a barn dance. And barn dances, like Clark Kent, he could get carried away with like that do-si-do, twist your partner upside down, and then Lois would be like, ah! And she'd go flying, and then he would be exposed as being like mean to her. I have this one, but it's not good like this. Or do I? I don't remember these little weird things. These little, okay, astrology songs. Oh my God. This box is loaded. It's loaded down with amazing things. What the hell? I didn't even know what to say about this. But I was on eBay the other day, and I was looking at leather short pants. Why? Because there was a word, and I looked it up, and it was a company that made leather short pants. I ended up on eBay because there were some for sale, used ones for $50 a piece. But now I don't even know why. I can't remember why. That I was looking for the word. And this is another great cover that I think I found a really beat up, but it's Cheesecake Harmonica. It's the same woman over and over again. So somebody somewhere, because back in the day, see, everybody watching this video should be at least as damn old as I am, because if not, then it'd be better things to do, like video games or something like that, right? No, a few people, like when I was young, I got to tell another story. When I was young, I always liked hanging out with old people, not like older kids, really, but like people that were 10 years older than me, okay? And I could always hang out with older, even older than that people, and I just found it fascinating. Because I never connected to the people my age. I really didn't care. So I didn't have that thing like, oh, I got to hang out with people my age and all that. Although now I'm old enough, I understand why that happens. Because, you know, you get stuck in this cultural kind of age group, groove kind of thing. Your references are all the same, and I understand that. But when I was young, since I was so like, I didn't do anything, socialize. I was not socialized. I was not conditioned, so I could hang out with old people, and I wasn't like worried about my own references. So I could soak up their references because it interested me. Where was that going? I have no idea. I don't even remember where I started that. All right. It's a never-ending deep well of treasures here coming out of this box. It's another terrific cover. Oh my God! Or maybe things were just starting to bloom. Oh my, hurry up! Oh my God. Sew the dresses that are full of flowers so that we can get the picture with the trees in bloom. Jack Holcomb. He made a lot of albums, and a couple of, like one cover looks like it's from outer space, but then when you listen to it, he's not at all from outer space. Not in the least. And there's the one where he's on the cover with the kid, and it's like, ooh, that doesn't look good. But it does. It's not like it's weird or anything, because he's not at all weird. Okay. And the last one here, Johnny Pickard playing and singing it. Singing what? Susanna, Straight and Square. Straight and Square. What the hell's that? This is a mystery. The whole thing is a mystery. I left my heart in San Francisco. What the hell? What the? You got to read a little bit of this just to kind of figure out. You can cut out the part you're reading. The video I was ahead. Well, David Farrer, Mr. David Farrer, if I may call you that. You made this video a pleasure to make because out of the mystery box of records you sent me, there are quite a few in here. And I've been deprived of records because I haven't been out. Record stores have been dry. I tried to order some stuff on eBay and I was outbid because they were really great records, and I was like, I can't pay that for those. It was a bunch of French avant-garde records that usually you can only find if you go to French thrift shops, which I don't do very often because there's the ocean between our two countries. It makes it difficult for me to get to the French thrift shops. That's an awful rare record. And I said, again, it's been here for a year. I know. I come in and I look at it. At least once a month I've been in here. I've looked at the bin. In the bin, and the record's still here. The high price is still on it. Let's deal. Record store guy, owner guy. And he did. And I have it now in a collection. Where, I don't know, because everything's stacked up and it just disappears. But it's here. It's just be really hard to find. That's the other thing. People say, hey, how about that record? Can I have it? And I'm like, well, no.